We are Mike and Jeannie, and we restore old houses. In 2021, we moved to South Carolina and bought a 120-year-old Victorian house. Follow along as we put the polish back on this Victorian masterpiece.
Today's program is sponsored by the generous support of our patrons. Your support helps to further our historic preservation efforts. For more information, visit patreon.com/1834 Restoration House. Welcome back to 1834 Restoration House, and a special welcome to all the new subscribers and new viewers.
Right behind us is a 122-year-old Victorian house that we're restoring. We just got done building this brick planter. This dirt pile behind me here is the excavation from where we dug out to build the planters. We're going to try to take all this dirt, put it back where it came from, and if we can't get the planters full, then we'll order some extra topsoil to top those off.
And we'll move these bricks to the back of the house where we'll save them for another project.
I've had a little problem with plants. They're still lingering. I think this may be part of an old bush that was here. It started growing up, and so I sprayed it with Roundup a couple of times. Had no effect on it whatsoever. So I just took a mattock and I chopped it out. Look at that. That's what was under the ground. It wasn't very far under, but that thing's massive and kind of intimidating, actually. But take a look at what else I found down there. The area here in front of the planter was excavated, so we're backfilling that first and just trying to get that level. Once we get that done, then we can get up close to the planter and start filling it in. But we have to allocate some of the soil just for this.
We need to compact it down too.
This is what's called a finish grade. Just trying to make everything level and smooth again. The goal is to make it look like we didn't do anything. I took the soil that was here and I basically went like this to compact it, and then I came back with my rake and smoothed it out a little bit, and we're not quite there yet.
You know, there's a little hump right here that we'd like to lower. Instead of raising up the soil over there, this part is already low, so we need to level that out a little more and put a little bit of that over there. Does that make sense?
I think it does make sense. Let's go grab the tractor and see if we can't shave that off a little.
All right. All the way down. Perfect spot. All the way down. Flatten it out. Yeah. And then down. All the way down. All the way. Don't move, don't move. Tilt it up a little. Roll it a little. Yes, roll it. Roll it. Curl. Up a little more. Down. All the way down. Yes. Wait, go back. Good. Down a little more. Come. Back. Okay, stop. Roll it down a little. Try that. Go. Down. Pick it up. 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 Now roll it down. Good. Try that. That's better stuff. Wait, wait, wait. Okay. Up. Tilt it down a little. Now come. Good. Stop. That's good. Now, to this section here. Right here. Good. Now go back. Back a little more. Good, good, good. Stop. Okay, tip it down. Good. And come. Good. Stop. Dump it. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Dump it. That's easier. Okay, all done. I'm sweating and I'm not hardly doing anything yet.
Well, that was hard work watching me work.
It was hard work watching the tractor do it all.
Yes.
Okay, now I need to level it out a little better. Same with over there.
Okay.
Right?
Right. Yeah, just try to smooth it out, make it level. But if there has to be a slope, make sure the slope is going this way.
Right.
And let's try to keep the grass out as much as possible. We can pick it out, but we'll probably be planting landscaping here, so we don't want it to be too grassy.
Oh. Good thing it's early in the morning, but I'm still sweating. I don't dare take my jacket off, though. If I do, I'll have tons of mosquito bites. They just love me.
They do love her. She went outside last night and got 5 of them.
Yes.
Well, grading the soil like this is just a matter of going back and forth.
There's a little bump there.
A bump there?
Yeah, do you see it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, shave off the high spots. Right
Yes.
now I'm just letting the rake just kind of skate right across the top of the surface. I'm not putting any pressure on at all. Let the rake do the work. All right, love, how does that look?
That looks great.
Okay. That takes care of that side. After a few good thunderstorms, this will all smooth out.
Which will only be a week or two.
Maybe today. Could be any day, really.
Yeah. Well, I don't think there's any rain today, but there most likely is tomorrow. I can't reach that stuff very well. Do you want me to? Never mind, you got it.
Yep. It's under control. I do want to get some back in here, though. It seems to be
Yes.
a problem spot.
Right there. Very good.
Okay, good.
Right here looks like it's a little lower than over here. Is that the case?
Yes, yeah, you're seeing that
Okay.
correctly. So we'll just get this grass out of here and I'll shove some over in the corner. All right, how's that? All right, it's not perfect, but I think it'll do.
What about right here? Looks like a low spot. Can I bring some of that over here, maybe? Look at this, it's still in mid-August and we've got a leaf falling already.
Yes, we do.
I wonder if we're gonna have a colder winter than normal. They don't usually start dropping this early. Seasons are changing already. Now to even it out a little bit. How do we miss that?
Here is another big milestone. We got that whole section up there backfilled and flattened out. The planters are filled in. That pile of soil that was over there is no longer over there. And I'm just taking a moment to clean up a little bit. I have some good news and I have some bad news. The good news is, as we were backfilling, I found a piece of historic Victorian fireplace tile. And the bad news is, We found a piece of historic Victorian fireplace tile in the ground. That means that somebody decimated one of our fireplaces and busted that all out.
We have finally finished backfilling. It looks great. Because our seasons are starting to change already, we are gonna let this sit for the winter. Come spring, we will fill it up more with some topsoil and some good fertilizer, and we'll put some plants in at that time. For now, we have all of these bricks we want to move. We're going to put them behind the house near the mystery structure. So let's get started on that. Oy, that's a little heavier than I expected it.
This is one of those.
Could you assist me with this one, please? It's filled with a lot of soil.
I got it.
You got it? Don't hit those pots. These are good pots, but they needed drying out from the springtime. But I do want to keep those. Oh, look at there. There's a little iron rod in there. There's one right here.
And here too, and there. There's four.
I
of
didn't
them.
even wow.
Interesting. Very
The plot
interesting.
thickens.
Yeah.
Huh. I wonder. Nope, I missed. There we go. Okay, we're at the 5th row, so we need to do an English bond on this one. This way, we can stabilize it better. Now we can go back to regular stack. Oh, okay. This one, did you find it? Yes, that was a black widow.
That was a black widow?
Sure it will. I think. I couldn't see it very well.
Kind of looked like maybe a baby. That's all.
That's a lot.
Yeah. This is all of the bricks that we had left over from the planter project. We'll keep them here for now, and later on we'll use them in a different project.
Yes. It is dark 30 here at the Victorian, and I have had this ongoing problem with my range hood. The fan does not work. The light comes on, but nothing works. The light over here does work, which is great. But I'd really like to get this fan working. Let's see if Mike can fix it. At least we'll look at it today. Can you help me?
Yes, I think so. Electricity is my specialty, so I'm going to pop this thing open and at least take a look at it. We may not be able to fix it today, but we'll at least see if we can figure out what's wrong with it. So, this looks to be probably a 1980s model, I think, which is kind of odd in a Victorian, but we're going to go with it. So the first thing I need to do is figure out what we need here in the way of tools. It looks like a screwdriver and a meter, probably. The temptation can be strong to just rip these things out and get rid of them, but what if they still work? What if there's just something simple? I like to at least try and see if I can recover something like this before I get rid of it. Okay, so I'm going to take out these screens first. Let's have a look up inside there. Okay, so here's the fan. This thing is frozen solid. It's supposed to spin. It does turn if I push it hard, but it doesn't have enough freedom to move. So I'm just going to sit there and rotate the thing around a little bit in hopes that maybe I can free it up. And if you do this, make sure that the power is off. I'm getting the thing to spin a little bit, but it still feels like it's gummy. All right. Yeah, there's an AC motor up there. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on and see what happens. Nope. I can hear it trying. There's a little bit of a hum. It really seems like the shaft in the motor is gummed up with either dried grease or maybe something from years of cooking. The thing is, though, the inside of this looks nice and clean. So I don't know why it's gummed up like that. This is my plan. The whole unit is held up by 4 screws, so I can loosen those up, slide it forward, drop it down, and then take it straight out. But before I do that, I have to release the electrical connection. Okay, I think I can take the blade off by releasing this screw, taking off this clamp. Well, it looks like this would just come right off if I work it. It's just a plastic blade. In spite of my best efforts, I don't think that this is going to be repairable. This is a cheap plastic fan housing, and somehow it seems to be permanently locked onto the shaft. They also spot welded this housing here in place, so I can't get that off. I can't get this off, and really can't get to it. But I try to test here. I've got the fan wheel in my hand, and when I turn the power onto it, I can hear it hum, but there's no resistance back. Yeah, I can feel it vibrating. But I believe that the fan motor is completely shot. At that point, it makes no sense to repair, unfortunately. So we have failed in our mission today, but that's okay. I have some ideas I'm going to pursue, and maybe we'll come up with something better. Well, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
And that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for watching 1834 Restoration House. If you like what you see, please subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.